can't get a moment's rest. Every single time I do an hour or 2 hour show on Antonio Brown's situation and waste my time, I literally get off the show, I end my editing or I do my live, and then Antonio Brown has to show up again in the news immediately as soon as I get off my live. What the hell, Antonio? Let me rest. Stop wasting my time over and over. Now I got to get on here. Antonio Brown signs with the Patriots. When is it going to end? I spend so much time doing one thing and he makes that video useless. Everything we've been talking about. And now he's a Patriot. And how the hell is this going to work out with Bill Belichick? Oh my God. What do we do here? Was about to trade AB too. I'm taking a lap for my KC hot take. My bad, Smitty and Sand. I told you exactly this today, Jake. Jake did. It's been a rumor on Twitter, and even this says right here, the joke that most of the NFL Twitter peeps have been saying for the actual last couple days has come true. AB is a New England Patriot, signs a 1-year deal worth up to $15 million, $9 million signing bonus. AB is not eligible to suit up for Sunday against the Steelers, so don't start him this week, but should be ready to go for week 2 against the Dolphins. What a fitting ending to one of the most insane storylines in recent NFL memory. May God have mercy on the rest of the league. What the hell? What in the hell happens here? The problem, guys, I know everybody's getting really excited about this, but we still don't know for sure that Antonio Brown's going to get his head right. And you have to wonder, was this all a ploy to get out of Oakland? Is he that smart? Because New England is like the most ideal situation for him. What does this do for Josh Gordon's value? I don't know. Trade away. But here's the thing. I forget who was in here telling me that I was insane for saying trade Matt Breida for trading Breida for Antonio Brown. Look what would have happened if you had just acquired Antonio Brown for Breida. AB might be smarter than we think. AB might not have CTE. AB might not be insane. AB might be a complete master manipulator, which a lot of you have said, and I do agree. Getting out of Oakland and going to New England. Like, what a kick in the nuts to Oakland if he ends up being a baller in 2019. This is just absolutely crazy. I don't know what to think at this point. I don't know what to predict. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you guys. Antonio Brown has never, ever missed a beat. He's never declined, faltered. He's been an elite wide receiver every chance he's gotten. Tom Brady now top 5 if AB is a human. Trade Juju for AB? No, Matthew. No. I think you're joking, but you got to keep Juju. But wow, if we're drafting today, would Antonio Brown be a top 15 overall pick right now? Or would people be like, I'm not going near it? Like, what the hell? Give me a day, Antonio Brown. I just did an hour and a half live. I get off. I'm like, okay, I covered that topic pretty damn well. And then I got this crap laid right on my lap right when I walk away. Tom Brady is the most lucky person on earth. Wow. And Tom Brady, I got Tom Brady in a couple leagues in like round 10 and 11. And people told me that he was done, washed up. Oh, my God. Tom Brady, if he does have Antonio Brown. Look, Jake, Antonio Brown, capital letters. Jake's screaming this. Jake says, Antonio Brown, top 5 now. How do we go from him being maybe never playing again in the NFL? No team maybe taking a chance on him. We don't know. Maybe a team will. To going to being, in some people's minds, already top 5. I don't know. I'll ring the bell. But I don't know. I don't know that he's going to show. I don't know that Antonio Brown's going to keep it together long enough to even hit the field in week 2. If we think this is over now, we're crazy. Ranking him now. I don't know where to rank him now. I haven't even had time to take him off my week 1 rankings. I took him off. Then he was going to play again. I put him back on last night. And then today, I hadn't had a chance to I still got to redline him for week 2. But I don't know where to slot him on my Sleeper U rankings for the moving forward rankings for weeks 2 through 16. I don't know. I don't know where to rank him. I don't know where to rank him. Where do you guys rank him? Where do you rank him? Is he top 5? Like, be honest. Is Antonio Brown top 5 to you? You said Antonio Brown for Sammy Watkins. I said trade Sammy Watkins for Antonio Brown. I did not say go get Sammy Watkins for Antonio Brown. I said guys to trade for Sammy Watkins. In a heartbeat, trade Sammy Watkins for Antonio Brown. I did not say it the other way around. What happens to Josh Gordon? No. I said go trade Breda, potentially. Definitely Tevin Coleman. Sammy Watkins in a heartbeat. Those type of players for an Antonio Brown, absolutely. Did you trade Antonio Brown for Sammy Watkins, Pacheco? I hope not. I hope not. AB top 5. Not top 5, says Zach. Better stay out of Brady's face, I'll tell you that. Top 5, says Jake. Brown is always in the top 7 for me, says Nolan. Not enough volume in that Patriots offense to be top 5, says Flash. No way he's over Odell. Yeah, no way he's over Odell. No way he's over Mike Thomas. No way he's over Juju. Not Julio, not Evans, Hopkins, Adams. Correct. This is correct information. Don't be ranking him that high. Why would you leave the GOAT Nathan Peterman? Oh, man. Yeah, no, everyone was in on my live, Pacheco. I did not say to trade. I said go get Antonio Brown. AB tempered by the GOAT. He might be. AB might have had this in his plan all along. I don't know. Yeah, Big Timer says, Smitty said trade Watkins, Coleman, and possibly Breda for AB, not the other way around. Exactly. I hope to God that Pacheco did not trade Sammy Watkins for Antonio Brown. Pacheco, please don't take that big of a lap. I don't think there's a lap big enough for that, Pacheco. GOAT QB to GOAT wide receiver. Goodness gracious, I think you're right. I don't know where to rank AB right now. Top 7 to 10 at least. But will he play week 2? Will he have a nervous breakdown, or is he just completely manipulating this situation? I didn't say get Watkins. I hate Watkins. Why would I say get Watkins? I would never have said go get Watkins. New England. Watkins is garbage. I would never tell you to go get Watkins. I have him in one league, and I can't stand that I'm starting him. AB is going to kill New England. No more Super Bowls. I don't know. I'm torn on whether AB tears this team apart or not. Oh, my God. So did AB Freeze burn his feet on purpose? Maybe. This could be all of his plan, bro. That could have been Halloween costume material that he put on his feet. He said buy AB low. That's exactly what I said. I don't know why anybody's saying I would tell you otherwise. We went on. I did an hour and a half show on how you should go get AB cheap, and I said in a couple leagues I would do it. Like, what are you talking about? Watkins says, Smitty, you hate me. How is that, Watkins? Russell, Smitty, between AB and Flash, who has the first temper tantrum? I don't know, man. I don't know. Super chat by Jeremy. Jeremy says, T.Y. Hilton, Sterling Shepard, or Will Fuller? T.Y. Hilton by a mile, bro. You still have a wide receiver 1 there. What happens to Josh Gordon? I don't know. I think he's still really good. In week 1, he's going to go nuts, but I don't know what the hell's going to happen here. Why did Antonio nicknamed himself Mr. Big Chest because he flexed and he got his way, man. He's in New England. At least join the second best player in the league in Daniel Jones. Belichick is a genius. He is. He won't get the volume in New England, says Jeff. AB is so happy when he found out he was released. Well, I don't know who would want to play for Oakland anyways. Jake says, Smitty never said to trade for Watkins. I don't know where this rumor popped up. I think I did a whole show talking about the players you should trade away to get Antonio Brown. I don't know if some people took that the wrong way. I would never trade Antonio Brown low. You got to get something. I'm glad I didn't have any shares of him at second and third round paid value. But I just went through a whole live saying that I don't know why, but I want to own Antonio Brown. I said it for like 15 minutes straight. I want to own Antonio Brown, get my popcorn, and go on this roller coaster ride at low value. I don't know how much more clear I could have been that you need to acquire Antonio Brown, not trade him away at dirt cheap pricing. You cannot trade this guy away at dirt cheap pricing, even if he blows up again. You just can't. You can't. He's too explosive if he's on the field. Damian Williams or Marlon Mack? I start Damian Williams especially this week. Is Gronk more likely to come back now, Smitty, Nolan? I don't know. That's a damn good question and a good point no one's brought up yet, Nolan. Could Gronk want to come back even more? Maybe. New England, Super Bowl? I don't know. New England, Super Bowl, potentially. Raiders are tanking until Vegas. I'm jealous of my wife's team, says Andy. That's why the Patriots are the most hated team in the NFL. That's correct. Raiders are tanking. Watkins, you said I hate you. Why? What's your question? I wish the Browns had signed him. Damn it, says Henry. Dude, says Triple Dub. Jeremy says Tyrell Williams number 1 in Oakland now. Yeah, but what does that even mean, Jeremy? Damian or Mac? I said Damian. So sick of watching Patriots Super Bowls. Well, get ready for another one. Potentially. I think the Chiefs or the Patriots are now the top team. Worried about Odell's hip? Not too much. We'll see. Josh Gordon's value much lower now. Yeah, maybe. I mean, now's the time to sell AB. That's okay. Nolan makes 2 good points here. Nolan makes a point about Gronk. Maybe Gronk wants to come back, but also if you can sell AB at top 5 to 7 overall wide receiver value, I'm back on the okay. Now you need to sell him. You need to sell him for a top 7 overall wide receiver, sure. Because you said you hate Sammy Watkins. Oh, sorry, Elgin. I don't hate you, Watkins. I hate the Sammy Watkins. And I love that someone thought I said trade. Or no, I don't love it. I hope that Pacheco's joking. Because I would feel really bad if he actually traded for Sammy Watkins using AB. Because I said the complete opposite. AB or Hilton. I think I want AB, bro. I don't know. This is crazy. But I trade AB at top. If you can get like an Odell Beckham Jr. by giving up a touch more, I make that swap. If you can get a Mike Evans using AB, I do that swap in a heartbeat. If you can trade into a Dalvin Cook or Nick Chubb giving up a little bit more with AB, you do that in a heartbeat. If you have a mediocre quarterback and you can get freaking Pat Mahomes giving up AB, I do it. Use AB's value right now to get yourself into a very, 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 very good situation. No question about it. Use this to upgrade somebody into a monster. If you can upgrade a second-round running back into a Kamara using AB, do it. Trade AB now before it's too late if you can trade high. Don't trade him for a Sammy Watkins. God. Marlon Mack, Sterling Shepard, or Will Fuller? Marlon Mack for now. Sterling, no way. Will Fuller's a guy I'd consider, but I go with Mack in that scenario. So is Josh Gordon out now? Is he out now? He's not out of anything. He's top 20 wide receiver, but maybe he's not going to be as good as we thought on the year, but he's still amazing wide receiver. She has so Andy's mad at his wife's team. She has McCaffrey, Carson, Damian, Evans, Lockett, Mayfield, Ridley on the bench. Nice team. That's a sleeperu.com member right there, right, Andy? Monty, Jeremy should get volume. Feel Kittle has good long-term value. I like Kittle a lot. I'd trade AB for like Kittle straight up. I'd do that. I'd go trade AB for a lot of players right now if I can sell high, but only if I can sell high. But look at this news. Unbelievable. Antonio Brown is a New England Patriot and now a top 6 to 10 wide receiver or a potential player that might not even be playing by week 4. We don't know. We don't know. All I know is if he jumped into top 6 to 10 overall wide receiver value, take advantage in a trade. This is the best time to trade. His trade value hasn't been higher than it has been for quite some time, which is so weird to say after last night and this morning. I can't believe this roller coaster ride. What an amazing magician if this guy does not have a head problem or is a head case or has CTE, something sad like that. I don't know if he is completely sane. And Ghost, thank you for the super chat, Ghost. I can't believe what we're seeing right now. Today has been a roller coaster. Should I start AB and Lockett, AB and Gordon? You're obviously talking about week 2 on because AB will not play week 1. But I think you should start AB and, God, I don't know, Lockett and Gordon. What do you guys think? Should go start AB and Lockett or AB and Gordon moving forward after week 1? I want to get people's take on that because I want to get you the best advice possible, Ghost. I'm torn on that. I know a lot of people like Lockett, but I think that Gordon's a little bit more appealing. And, God, Brady. What's Brady's value now? Let's talk about Brady. Is Brady top 5? Is it Mahomes, Watson, or Rodgers and Baker, that top 4? And then is Brady right there? Is Brady number 5? He has Antonio Brown to throw to. Lockett. A lot of people are saying Lockett for right now. Oh, man. AB is a Watkin. Talking. Moss, Welker, Brady were unreal in 2007. I have AB on my fantasy team. This is crazy. AB and Lockett for sure. Lockett. Okay, so Ghost, you have your answer there. I think groupthink on this one. Use Lockett until you otherwise. I mean, use Josh Gordon in week 1, obviously. But let's re-talk about that, Ghost, in a live or whatever, heading into week 2, because if Gordon goes nuts, we need to consider him. What's up, Smitty? I knew AB recognized the dumpster fire that was the Raiders, and he wanted out. This might be true. I think AB might have manipulated everyone. Watson and Baker better than Brady. What? I like how Big Virgil's. I love this. This is from Big Virgil. Watson and Baker better than Brady. What? Capital letters. As if this has been something that's been cemented into place for some time. Big Virgil acting like, what? Brady's like going in the 10th and 11th and 12th round in like every single draft. And all of a sudden, Big Virgil's so upset that I mentioned Baker and Watson over Brady. Like, as if this is something that's been out there forever. Like, anybody's had time to digest it. What's going on? Brady number 5, Watson, or Virgil. I think Brady number 5 I have pretty high already if I say Brady is potentially number 5. And you're going to caps lock yell at me because I might have Brady 5? Oh, I fell too far down the YouTube rabbit hole again, says Maurice. AB wants rings. Who doesn't? Where are all those people that said, I was so happy to draft AB now, says Marcato. Damn, Patriots going for that 7th Super Bowl. Are you worried about Rodgers after week 1? No. He played the Bears. Come on. If AB plays all 16 games, Brady could easily be top 5. Absolutely. I hate the Patriots, says Big Timer. Too unclear. Loved Lockett this year, says Jacob. I would say top 10, talking about Brady, says Mark. Top 10. How about top 5? I'd be a little careful if you're trading AB. There will be a chance that the Raiders file a grievance against him, pushing his way out. Do you think that Brown will start wide receiver 1 at all this year? Do I think AB? Nash, AB, we're just talking about how AB might be a top 5 to 7 wide receiver. Do you think Brown will start at wide receiver 1 at all this year? What does that even mean, Nash? Nash, are you into the new? Nash, look. Nash, look. He signed with the Patriots. Of course he's a wide receiver 1 for now until he flips out, if he even is going to flip out. Maybe he won't. Maybe this is all a freaking mind game, mind freak that he pulled on Oakland and everybody else. We're thinking the guy's crazy. He gets cut, and now he's a New England Patriot, and watch him act completely normal from here on out. And we're going to be the fools who fell for the AB circus act. Welcome to the dark side, AB. Dark Belichick strikes again. Darth Belichick strikes again. He does. Freaking unbelievable. Hey, Smitty, huge fan. What do you think about my lineup? Rodgers, Elliott, Cooks, Godwin, Monty, Howard. I like it. I drafted AB in the 8th round earlier. That's freaking unreal. Hey, Smitty, huge fan. Oh, I'm sorry. I already read that. This right here, Joe. Now all I need is Melvin Gordon to sign, and I think I'll look like a freaking genius. Go trade for Melvin Gordon right now. I cannot emphasize enough that this is the next thing to happen. And I've been preaching it for over a week now straight. I've been preaching it for a long time, months. But I've been hitting it hard, beating it like a dead horse for a good 2 weeks, that if you don't get Melvin Gordon right now at what would be equivalent to 5th to 6th round draft value, you're going to be sorry. And you're going to feel a lot like the AB owners right now who just traded him away for garbage. AB is not smart. He's nuts. I tend to lean that way, but what the hell? Daryl, this is a setup. I'm loving all these reactions. Go Pats. I drafted AB in the 8th round. I read that. That's still worth reading again. News on Melvin Gordon. There is no news on Melvin Gordon. That's why I'm saying, Wade, go get him now before it's too late, or South. Go get him now before it's too late. Wade says Brady top 3, AB top 8. Gronk comes back week 10. The NFL. Yeah, wow. Davis top 10 wide receiver this year. Who? Which Davis? Did he draft AB in the 8th round in a league in Pittsburgh? Brown would have put up much better numbers in Oakland. No, he would not, Mark. Mark. Roger Johnson, this has Belichick written all over it. It does, man. This is going to be called the AB Gate, right? AB Gate. Announcement, AB Gate is being investigated. I don't know if Evans is playing tomorrow. We got the news right here. Let's look it up. Didn't practice Friday. Stomach bug has been making its way around. I'm sure he's fine if he's... Evans has missed a combined 3 games in the NFL. He'll be a no-brainer wide receiver 1. Expectations are that he'll be fine. Get Evans in your lineup until further notice. AB for Melvin Gordon? No. Keep AB, but go get Melvin Gordon on the cheap. Raiders have 4 QBs. I passed on AB for Julio. Fair enough. Of course, you take Julio over AB. What a day with AB, Smitty, Henry says. Absolutely. Just got offered AB and Dalvin Cook for Hopkins. Yes or no? Just got offered AB and Dalvin Cook for Hopkins. I take that, yes, because I think Cook could be just as good as Hopkins, and you're getting AB. You could even maybe turn AB into something else. But that is a weird trade, and it makes me feel very uncomfortable. Either way, rejecting it or accepting it. Evans going to play? Yes. Since day one, says Little. I don't know what you're referring to, Little, but I drafted AB, and the situation got better. Patriots deserve AB. Matt says, have you seen AB's reaction on getting released by the Raiders yet? It's on Twitter. It's not a good look for him. Is Diggs playing week 1? Let's look Diggs up. God, I thought today was going to be a one video day. Now I'm back because AB won't leave me alone, and I can't sit on this. I got to go live. Officially questionable for week 1. We'll see, says Coach Zimmer. I would say 50-50, man. I don't know that you're going to see Diggs out there. You're going to have to check. Where are you going to check Sunday? Hey, Dylan, where are you going to be Sunday morning when you want to find out if Diggs is playing? Little note I have right here. Live here on YouTube every Sunday, 1 hour before kickoff. So, Dylan, get back to me and sit with me Monday or Sunday morning tomorrow. Evans will play tomorrow. I believe Evans will play. He's not going to sit with a stomach flu or whatever. I'm worried about Diggs too, says David. You should be. Do you like Mike Williams as a sleeper? I do. What is his PPR fantasy wide receiver value? What are you talking about, Alex? Which player? Tom Brady, top 3 QB now, says Sam. I don't know. I can't say no. I think I'd rather have Watson. I'd rather have Baker. But I think Brady's right there at 5. We appreciate you taking the craziness out of it. You got a new subscriber, says Wade. Thank you, Wade. Smash the bell, and you'll know when I go live. And every Sunday, 1 hour before game time, I'll be live here on YouTube. Hey, Smitty, are you going to do a waiver show every week? I would love your opinion on... Yes, I'm going to do a waiver show. Hell, yeah, go Patriots. Yes, for Brown. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't play Diggs. Yeah, I wouldn't play Diggs if he's banged up. Brady top 3, says Big Virgil. Yeah, Big Virgil got mad because I left him out of my top 5 as if he had been, cemented there all year. Big Virgil's like, not in your top 5? Are you crazy? But I can't disagree with you, Big Virgil. I think top 3 is doable, man. Sell high on Brady. I have Rodgers. Yeah, man. Shop Brady around. No question. I got him in the Throne League. Oh, God. I got to go live on Instagram. Look at AB. This is AB's post on IG right now. 296 people in the room. Hit the thumbs up. We only have 38 thumbs up. We have like 300 people in the room. Come on. Thumbs up. AB on Instagram. This is AB's Instagram.
Yep.
Antonio, coach is on the line.
Hey, I posted this last night.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, coach?
What the hell's going on, man? AB.
Yep.
Antonio, coach is on the line.
Let's like this.
Hey,
comment. Hey, AB. Was it all a game to get on that New England roster? If so, Smitty. What do you guys think? Big Timer says, check my email. I will, bro. What do you guys think? Let's troll some of AB's posts here. Look at this. Fire. Go get that ring, says Nate Robinson. This is the basketball player, Nate? Yeah. Nate says, go get that ring, boy. Julian Edelman. Julian Edelman is putting the fire emojis up. Let me ask Edelman a question. Are you worried about your targets? Big Ed? Big Edel? We'll call him Big Edel. I can't believe Edelman's putting up the fire emojis. Now he has 3 people. Von Miller, mastermind. Look at Von Miller saying mastermind. Hey, Von. Do you think, let me use speech, that AB planned this from the start, question mark? Let's see what Vaughn thinks of that. Prime time. Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown says championship. Prime time says GOAT. Joshua Harris says it's never checkers, always chess. You need a movie. He says genius. Chess moves. Mark Ingram says king. It's interesting to see all these NFL players, man, supportive of AB. It's kind of shocking. All right, let's troll AB. So this is AB's most recent post on IG. Messed up and started David Montgomery over Lockett. You didn't mess up. That was the only move to make at that point, man. AB jogging. AB joining the Pats means nothing. Moss joined the Pats and still couldn't win a Super Bowl. What do you mean? Moss was one of the best receivers ever in a New England uniform. This is a fantasy football show, bro. Belichick behind all of this. I think he is. Let's comment to AB. What do you guys want to say to AB? Help me construct a something we can say to AB. Hey, AB. Do you usually dominate at chess like this? Checkmate. No, let's put what do you guys want to say to AB? I'm going to post it right here. Like a boss. Like a boss, bro. There you go. Hey, AB. 321 in the room. Only 57 thumbs up. What? Please hit the thumbs up if you've enjoyed anything. Flood them in. Let people know that we're live. Please. Okay. You are going to piss a lot of people off when you start doing what's best for you, says AB. Hey, AB. I'll put just show up for week 1. For week 2, please. Smitty, over under 75 and a TD for Tyreek. Over. I don't think AB's crazy anymore, guys. Helmet drama over, says AB. Yeah, and he moved right on to some more drama. Oh my God, this guy's driving me crazy. Let's go live. All right. Let's see if anybody wants to come live. Oh man, what a freaking insane day. I wake up and I've got all this AB stuff I've got to report. You're live on YouTube as well. I'm split screen on YouTube. Can you hear me on Instagram? Tell me if you can hear me okay. Can you guys hear me still? Everything's good? I wake up and I'm like, I've got to report on this. I go live for over an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 40 minutes, whatever, talking about the new situation that AB was freaking cut. What's going to happen? Who should you trade him for? Should you trade him away? I went on here and talked about how buying him low was a pretty darn good idea. Somebody in here, I think, misinterpreted that and got Sammy Watkins, or gave up AB for Sammy Watkins, I think. I'm not sure, but we were talking about the opposite for like an hour, saying, hey, go get AB. It's worth the risk if you could give up like a Breda. And I even said Breda on here, and I got blasted by somebody saying, you'd give up Breda for AB, you're crazy. Crazy! And clearly that would have worked out great. But a Coleman, a Breda, a Cooper Cup potential type player for AB, and then now AB's all of a sudden, in moments, he signs with New England. I thought my day was done. I thought I could go freaking eat, shower, get on with my day, but then AB has to screw with me again. And so now we have to decide, is AB top 5 to 7? We have to decide if Tom Brady's top 3 or 5. Where's Tom Brady rank for you? Tom Brady, to me, has to be in the top 5. I can't put him above Watson. I can't put him above Baker, touchdown maker. I can't put him above Aaron Rodgers. I don't care if Aaron Rodgers had a bad week 1 against the Bears. Calm down. I can't put him above Patty Mahomes. Are you crazy? But where does Brady rank for you? You have to rank Brady about, I don't know. It has to be 5. 4 to 5. 4 to 6. If you rank Brady below 4 to 6, I don't know how to help you because he has the most weapons I've ever seen in my life. Thanks, PL. You just subscribed. This is crazy. No one is that smart. Just wait. Give it 2 weeks at the most. What are you talking about, Corey? AB ruined your football year, says Marty. Why? Did you trade him away on the cheap? Best streamers at tight end this week? I don't know. Give me some options that you're seeing. Thielen or Jacobs? I take Thielen. You have Brady on your bench, Logan. So do I in like 4 leagues because Brady was a freaking 11th round player. Now Brady's potentially top 4 or 5. 10th round, I got Brady in a lot of leagues. 10th round. Freaking unbelievable. Last time the man had Moss, he made history. I think fantasy value goes up on New England. Who are you talking about? AB? Of course. Are you kidding me? Brady is number 1, says Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean's mad at me because I only have Brady at 3 to 5. Mr. Clean's upset. The guy won a Super Bowl again, so stop talking nonsense. Mr. Clean. I like it, Mr. Clean. Bring the thunder, baby. Tell AB he is a traitor. Diggs, Henry, Fuller, and Duke at flex midi. I need you. Diggs if he plays, but it doesn't look like he will. Henry, you mean Derrick Henry or Hunter Henry? If it's Derrick Henry, put Henry in there and let him ride. Drafted Brady round 2. No, you didn't, Devin, unless you're in a 2 QB league. Brady was like a 10th rounder. And I drafted Larry Fitzgerald 16 because why not? Get Gordon for Breda. Go get Melvin Gordon. I can't stress enough. You think you got screwed by not taking advantage of this AB situation, and you're pissed off. And Brady, you're pissed off because Brady was a 10th rounder and you passed on him. AB could have been had for peanuts and a sandwich a couple days ago, and now AB's top 5 to 7. Brady's top 3 to 5, and you missed out on that. Well, guess what? There's one more player too, actually, because people are freaking out about David Montgomery. Go get David Montgomery on the cheap. Go get Melvin Gordon on the cheap. David Montgomery and Melvin Gordon will win you a league at the value you can get him now. Melvin Gordon specifically. Melvin Gordon, go get Melvin Gordon. Yes, get Melvin Gordon for Breda. Are you kidding me, Christian? For sure. Melvin Gordon is the next player to pop, the next stock to split. And if you don't have shares of Melvin Gordon at the 6th round value you could probably trade him for right now, trade for him, you're going to be in a world of hurt. If you miss out on trading for Melvin Gordon, like you missed out on Brady, and let Brady fall to the 10th round, who, mind you, I said over and over, this guy has more value than people are giving credit. If you missed out on Brady, you missed out on Antonio Brown, all those buying low opportunities along the way, don't miss out on the third one, Melvin Gordon. Don't miss out on Melvin Gordon. If you miss out on Melvin Gordon, you're going to be really upset at yourself because we're looking at the same kind of situation where people are like, damn it! Don't be the guy yelling, damn it! And if you miss on Melvin Gordon at what would be 5th or 6th round equivalent trade value, you're not going to lose your league if you miss on it. Plus, even if he comes back half a season, he probably earns you that value back, probably without question if he plays, he's healthy and everything. Without question. Melvin is washed. No, he's not, Hamilton. He is a win-a-league player. Should I offer Eckler for Gordon? If you're stacked at running back, yes, go get Gordon. Eckler's not going to be a guy shoving one of your stacked running backs. If you truly are stacked out of your starting lineup, go get Gordon. He's a top 6 to 7 running back overall the moment he comes back. Tevin Coleman for Melvin Gordon, yes. Go send that trade offer out, then take a lap for even asking and for spelling Tevin Coleman wrong. Yes, go get Melvin Gordon for Coleman. I can't stress it enough. John says, John, what's your question? I know you might have got an answer, but ask it again and I'll try and help you. Would you trade Singletary for Melvin Gordon? I probably would in a couple leagues because Gordon has that kind of impact. Brady can't throw deep, so you're off on your ranking. Larkin says that Brady can't throw deep anymore, which I think is not nonsense, Larkin. Come on. But it's funny the extremes that I'm getting here. I'm getting yelled at, Larkin, because I only have Brady at number 4 or 5. I'm getting yelled at. I'm getting told that my rankings are off. And you're telling me my rankings are off at having him 5 because he can't throw the deep ball. So can you see my dilemma? I'm getting hit left and I'm getting hit right constantly on this show. But that's okay because Shit. That sucks. I broke my bell. I broke my bell. I gotta put it back together a little tougher, but how do you think Juju will do this week? I think he's gonna go crazy, 100 yards and a touchdown. That's what I think. Do you say Josh Gordon, Dede, or Duke? Dede, until we know what's up with Duke and we know what his workload looks like. Gordon to New England. I wouldn't be surprised if they got Melvin Gordon too. What's up, Couch? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Couch, he never lets me sleep. Antonio Brown. Are you in here still, Couch? Yes, you are. He never lets me sleep. I do an hour and a half show, Couch. An hour and a half. Maybe more. It's like hour and 40 minutes on how he was cut. What does it mean? The moment I log off, he signs with New England. And I got to get back on here. I haven't taken a shower. I haven't eaten like you, Couch. I sleep in like a dog. And we roll out of bed to this kind of news, do our shows, Couch, and then he spits on us and makes us do another video. I'm constantly doing videos on this guy. Every time I do something on Antonio Brown, it never fails. His next move makes my other video completely irrelevant. And I waste a lot of time on Antonio Brown videos. Now what's he going to do? I'm going to get off the live, and there's going to be a report that Antonio Brown can't play football in 2019. He failed a test or something. I know it. As soon as I get off, I know it. More social media interaction. I know it. As soon as I get off the live, Antonio Brown's going to do something else. If you guys think this is over, for all of you that think you're locked in to I like Antonio Brown. I'm glad some of you cashed in quickly on getting him low. We went on the show an hour and a half ago. We talked about buying low, going and trading a Watkins, going and trading a Breda, going and trading these types of players for Antonio Brown, who was just cut and not on an NFL team. And a lot of you took advantage of that really, really quick. And I'm glad. But if you think you're completely out of the woods, you're crazy. Because Antonio Brown is just as easily the kind of player, obviously, that can all of a sudden not be playing again. This roller coaster ride is not over yet. It's not. It's not. But I can't wait. And I own him. I think I owned him in one league at very low value. I got rid of him in the league where I drafted him in the third round. I got rid of him. I was worried about that value. I wanted to get value back. I traded him for Kelsey. I traded AB for Kelsey before it started to tank. When he had already been down, things like started to get positive again for him. I traded him for Kelsey as soon as I could. I feel great about that. But then I acquired him on the cheap in one other league. I wish I had more AB shares at rock bottom pricing because you're playing with the house's money at this point. Patriots winning 14 Super Bowls this year. Ingram and Sony at Flex PPR. I go Ingram this week. I think Ingram's going to have a big week. That's a tough one. I'm torn. I think you're going to get that wrong like 5 times out of 10. Until Michelle gets hurt, I think he will. Umberger, we're back because now we have this to talk about. Umberger. What do you think, Umberger? I'm not sure if you're on YouTube with us too, but what do you think, Umberger? Do you think that there's something wrong in Antonio Brown's head? Or did he literally just pull a fast one on everybody? Did he mastermind this situation? I think he might have. Eckler for Gordon. I do trade Eckler for Melvin Gordon if you're okay and stacked at running back, like you are. Kamara, Aaron Jones, Monty. I do that because of what Melvin Gordon can do for you when he comes back. Melvin Gordon is the final, win a league, big name player that you could trade for at freaking unreasonably low value. Win a league value. If you think there's not that player left, you're wrong. It's Melvin Gordon. And once Melvin Gordon is back into his top 6 running back role, you're going to regret not taking a stab at him and buying low. Drake, White, Shepard. At Flex, I go White. Umberger says, I think he's a genius. Umberger, I'm with you. Umberger and I and a lot of people in the live here thought potentially that this guy was going to have CTE and we would find out all these negative things. Now I think maybe I am the one that is going to have brain issues from this because my brain is fried from the situation. And Antonio Brown was a genius. I think he manipulated and masterminded this whole thing. I really believe that. I'm the one that's going to suffer for this, not Antonio Brown. Umberger and Dylan in Smittyland. Celebrity Deathmatch, says Hazel. Nothing is wrong with AB laughing my freaking A off. He saw how Carr wasn't even close to a QB like Big Ben. I think you're right, cool guy. I think you're right. Umberger, you talking bad about Umberger, Nicholas? Don't talk bad about Umberger. Boyd or Cooper Cup? I take Boyd. And somebody said here, love your country watching baseball. Kyle says, I don't know what that means, bro, but we love you here at the Fantasy Football Show. Cooper Cup for Gordon. I think it's close. Is Michelle for Gordon too much? I think Michelle is not bad, but I do think that he could get hurt this year. So he might be left holding nothing if he does. AB lost it in Pittsburgh last season. This isn't an act. He has problems, Big Timer says. You might be right. I don't know. I think if anybody thinks this is done and over and that he's just going to walk right into top 6, 7 wide receiver numbers without any kind of hiccups, I think you're kidding yourself. We're just getting started. Week 1 kickoff hasn't even happened for this guy, and everyone thinks that things are just going to level out. The roller coaster ride is still on the way up. The chain's going ting, 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 ting. We aren't even at the top yet. Put your hands up. Everybody right now, put your hands up on the roller coaster. We are going to the top of the roller coaster ride. Ding, 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 ding. We're about to go down the AB roller coaster ride train. And I'm telling you, we haven't even begun. We don't even know what's going to happen next. I can't wait. I've got my popcorn ready, and I'm just going to watch because AB's entertaining. If anybody says AB isn't entertaining, you don't know what entertainment is. I had Edelman and Damian Williams. How bad is this 1 through 10? You had Edelman and Damian. It's not great for you, but Edelman, I told everybody to stay away from Edelman. I'm not saying I saw this particular situation coming, but Edelman worried me a ton. So, network, I can't help you with the Edelman because I wasn't on board that train. I was on board the Damian Williams train, and I still am. And I think that people are freaking out about LaShawn McCoy. But Edelman I didn't touch. Damian I still like, and I especially like trading for Damian on the cheap. Everybody hands up. We're going up the ride. If you think the roller coaster ride is over, you are insane. We haven't even gone down the first dip. We're riding up the chain, and it's going ding, 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 ding. Who should I start at both wide receiver slots? Tyreek, Mike Thomas, and come on, Nash. Nash, you've asked 2 questions like that. I don't know if you're trying to get a rise out of me or what. Who should you start at both wide receivers? That's Tyreek Hill and Michael Thomas. Aren't you the one, Nash, that said, do you start Tyreek Hill this week? How do you sit Tyreek Hill or Michael Thomas ever, Nash? Come on, take a lap, come back when you're done, and we'll get back to normal, get back to business. But take a lap for that, Nash. Come on. Still confident in N'Keal Harry for Dynasty, Smitty. Well, this situation's definitely changed for N'Keal Harry. Dynasty-wise, I think it'll be okay. Gordon and AB are probably the 2 most volatile wide receivers in the league in terms of whether they're going to be on the roster or not 1 year from another. Edelman's getting older and injury-prone. So N'Keal Harry still has a role here. Maybe they trade Harry. Maybe they say, hey, we need a piece now. Maybe Belichick's like, I'm not going to coach for much longer. I'm going to trade N'Keal Harry and get one more piece for this defense. Something like that. N'Keal Harry, I think, is going to be great in the future. Has he had maybe a delay in his rise? Maybe. But I still like him. Breda for Tyler Boyd. Absolutely go get Boyd. Take 2 laps, Nash, says Gonzalez, for asking whether you should sit Mike Thomas or Tyreek Hill. You never sit Mike Thomas or Tyreek Hill. Ever, Nash. Ever. Take 3 laps, Nash. This is tough love. It's for your own good. Once you come back, we're going to embrace you with a big hug, get you a towel and a vitamin water. We don't cast you out. We're just here to tough love you. Gronk is worth keeping. Probably not yet, but maybe think about picking him up in a little while. I'm starting Russ over Matt Ryan. Don't at me. Cool, man. Cool guy says, I don't blame you for going either way on that. Watson and Elliott or Ryan, Kamara, and Robbie Anderson. Give me Watson and Elliott, bro, by a long mile. That's not even close. Pick my flex, Smitty. Henry, Geis, or White. I'm going to say Travis Henry. Derrick Henry. You can tell how long I've played fantasy football because I've been playing for I've been playing for 20, I don't know how many years, 23 or 4, but I've been doing it professionally for 16, and you can tell how old I am sometimes because a lot of these old names pop into my head when I'm trying to say current names. I say, like, instead of Josh Jacobs, I say Brandon Jacobs a lot. instead of I forget the one I just said. Oh my God. Njoku or Howard and Pettis for Gordon. Njoku or Howard and Pettis. I would trade either tight end with Pettis for Melvin Gordon. Just go run and do it before it's too late. Is Gordon a must-have now? Josh Gordon, I assume you're talking to. We got a lot of Gordons we're talking about here. Josh Gordon. Is Gordon a must-have now? I think you mean Josh Gordon or Melvin. If it's Melvin, it's a must-have. Melvin, go get. Go get Melvin now before you regret it. Smitty predictions on Thielen and Diggs. If Diggs doesn't play, I think Thielen has a good 90 to 100 yards and a touchdown. Smitty, what are your thoughts on Montgomery? I've talked about this enough, Martin. He's fine. He's fine. He didn't get the workload. He will get the workload. He will be fine. Don't worry about it. Montgomery will be fine. Trade for him on the cheap with all the people freaking out, acting like this guy didn't prove last night that he was an elite running back. He did. He did. There were plays where he broke so many tackles, just like he did in college. He proved it, but he didn't get the workload. Now, the workload is the problem. The workload is the risk. Will he get enough carries? I can't guarantee that for you in week 2. But I do know that if Chicago is smart at all, and I believe they are, and they're up a touchdown or 2 or 10 points or 7 points up on teams this year, they're going to do nothing but run, and I think you'll see that happen. Why get Melvin Gordon gold? Because he's the next guy that's going to go from rags to riches. 5th and 6th round value is where you drafted him most recently, coming out of a most recent draft, and so equivalent trade value, 6th rounder, you can't lose your league at that. You could only win your league if Melvin Gordon comes back. And Melvin Gordon, in a worst-case scenario, is thought to come back for half a year. So in a worst-case scenario, Melvin Gordon earns you that freaking 6th round value and some, bro. If Melvin Gordon returns in week 2 or 3, and he's the last one to kind of pop from this like group of guys that are like Antonio Brown and Brady, and they vault up and everybody's pissed off because they missed out on this extreme value hike, Melvin Gordon's going to be that player. You're going to miss out on that value hike that's about to happen. Worst case scenario, he earns you your 6th round trade value back. But if he comes back in week 2 or 3, he wins you a league because he's the 5th or 6th ranked running back. Should I trade Josh Gordon and Phillip Lindsay for Bell? Absolutely. Like, go do that now. If you're going to offer that, expect it to get rejected. If it's on the table, go get off the show, accept it, and come back and celebrate. I'm worried about Montgomery because Nagy and Trubisky. Don't worry about Montgomery. You paid 3rd or 4th round value. You're going to get that back and probably a lot more. Melvin was the next running back taken after Todd Gurley in that draft. You must have drafted early. Melvin Gordon's a 5th or 6th round pick right now if you're drafting right now. His trade value is amazingly low. Do you have Jerry Rice back in the day as a favorite player of all time? My favorite player of all time is probably Priest Holmes in terms of fantasy football. That's early 2000s. I also loved owning like Thurman Thomas and like, dude, I played way back in the day. Kurt Warner was one of my favorites. Smitty predictions on Thielen, I already did that. Lindsay for Melvin Gordon. Absolutely. Go get Melvin Gordon. The Patriots win again, says Fred. I got Kyler as my only QB in most leagues. Did I mess up? You're potentially going to look at some ups and downs, but you could be okay. Do you like James White in week 1? I think he's okay in week 1, sure. Is Kareem Hunt worth holding on to in a 10-team league? In a 10-team, if you don't own Chubb, probably not. And if you own Chubb, you need to go get Dontrell Hilliard and cup those two for now. In leagues where I own Chubb, they've been deep leagues. I always tell people you should not own Nick Chubb if you can't properly back him up. And I own Chubb, Hunt, and Dontrell Hilliard in the leagues where I own Chubb because the rosters are very deep and I could afford to burn spots like that. If you're in a Yahoo league where you can only have like 2 or 3 bench running backs, you can't own a guy like Chubb or Hunt, and you probably shouldn't own Chubb because you can't properly back him up. Chubb is a top 5 to 10 running back per start. Chubb is top 5 to 10. I love him, but you have to cuff him. Ridley breakout star, absolutely, mister. Keep Shepard grab Marvin Jones off the waiver wire, I'd take Marvin Jones, but there got to be better options than that, I hope, for you. Matt Breida or James White flex. I go White. Hawkinson. I think Hawkinson. Will James White get more targets than Michelle? More targets, yeah. More total yards, I don't know. Kind of a toss-up. Pick up Tyrell Williams. Depends on your team. Expecting too much could be a lot, but I think he should be grabbed. Do you think any stars will ever want to sign with the Raiders? Not now. I feel bad for Gruden. Gruden's screwed. Start Michelle or White? Everyone keeps asking that question. White, but it's close. Or I'm sorry, did I say Michelle earlier? It's a toss-up, man. Everybody answer that question. Michelle or White? I'm kind of torn on it. I might have even answered it 2 different ways. I'm so torn on it. That's pretty close. Michelle, if it's not PPR, if it's PPR, White might be safer. So I guess it depends on your scoring. Now that AB is on the Patriots, was my AB trade for Josh Gordon and Fournette not a good trade? You traded AB and you got Fournette and Josh Gordon. I don't know that I'd say that trade turned into a bad trade just in 1 minute, but it certainly turned into at least an even trade. It depends on if you like Fournette. I told you earlier I would then turn Fournette into something better, and then I think it could be definitely worth your while. But do I think that AB signing with New England, which no one saw coming today, made that an even trade? Yes, it did probably make it an even trade. I hate to tell you, things happen like that in the NFL fast. But I think you still, with Fournette, a lot of people would argue Fournette's pretty damn good. Smitty playing checkers, AB playing chess. Who dat? Mayo, I should be fired. He's a clown. Who? Mayo? Who's Mayo? Mayhawk, you mean? Should I run Josh Gordon for flex? This week? Absolutely. Michelle, everyone's saying Michelle. Mayhawk is a clown, says Day. Robbie Anderson will play week 1. I don't know. We'll have to check the news. But guess what? Guess where Smitty's going to be every Sunday morning? Right here on YouTube and on Instagram. 1 hour before kickoff every single Sunday. You know where to find me. Dalvin Cook, does Brown leaving make Jacobs better? I don't know that it does. Can I get a football card? Can I get football cards? I don't give football cards away. That's not me. Uptick in Patriots pass game? Absolutely. People are talking about Brady being top 3 to 5 now. Sup, man? AB signing. Should I continue to ride with D. White at flex or Corey Davis? D. White. Or wait, James. You talking about James White? Are you talking about James White? If it's James White, yes, White. Melvin Gordon. When do you suspect Melvin Gordon returns? I think he returns within 4 games. That's my prediction. But even if he doesn't, he's going to be amazing. Good God, AB. Good God, AB. All right, Instagram, I'm going to end you later. Go see me on YouTube, youtube.com/thefantasyfootballshow. Let's see what AB's doing. Let's troll AB's. We're going to troll AB's page. This is AB's Instagram page. Let's see if anybody responded to what we said. So I said, we got 2 likes. Who liked us? I said, Edelman, are you worried about your targets, Big Ed? Big Edel? Edelman Fire, who asked, Edelman, man, you just moved to 3rd on the depth chart. Glad you're happy about that. Edelman, clown. Whoops. Let's DM. Let's DM AB. Can we DM AB or does he have his thing? Yeah, let's message AB. What do you guys want to say to AB? We're going to DM AB right now. Hey, AB. Are you really this good at chess? Trolling AB. Goodness gracious, man. AB's unreal. Okay, let's go back to the news. Nothing new. Nothing new on news wires. Oh, God. This is unbelievable. Today is unbelievable. What a crazy sequence of events. What a crazy day. If you guys have any fantasy questions, ask them. Again, every Sunday you can find me here on YouTube. 1 hour before kickoff, I'll do about a 50-minute show right up to kickoff, and I'll help you with your fantasy football questions. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell if you haven't, so that you know when I go live and we can talk fantasy football. Every Sunday morning. And if you don't know, now you know. I'd love to know what the thumbs down are for today, guys. Tell me what you're feeling. Tell me why you're upset. Everyone rushed to the waiver wire pick up Gronk. Gruden is the biggest loser out of this. I agree. Poor Gruden. Hit the like button, people, says Henry. Josh Gordon for Melvin Gordon. Absolutely. Go get Melvin Gordon. Gallup or Goodwin? Probably Gallup right now. Brown or Dalvin? Come on. Dalvin Cook. Who knew AB plays 4D chess? I don't fully understand flex position. This is my first season. Flex means you can be a running back or a wide receiver typically. Smitty responded to my question in less than 24 hours. That's service. Thank you, PL. I try and do faster than that. I try and on sleeperu.com right here. I try and respond within, minutes to hours, but sometimes I get flooded. So sorry about the delay. That's usually a lot faster than that. Hit the thumbs up on your way in. Smitty respond. Oh, I did that. Marlon Mack or Josh Gordon? I go with Gordon in week 1, probably Mack moving forward. Joe says he played everyone talking about AB. Bumpy Jones, Eckler or Will Fuller? Go Eckler. What up, Bumpy? Bumpy's one of my I'd have to say Bumpy might be the longest lasting follower I've had. Bumpy, you've been there since like 2004 or 5. So Bumpy's been following me forever. Should I trade McCaffrey, Antonio for Tyreek and Kamara? Get Tyreek and Kamara in a heartbeat. What's up, Hawk? Everyone knows Julio will be putting up record season. I don't. Julio might drop an 1,800 2 TD season. Mister, you might be right. Josh Gordon is useless now. Not for week 1, but goodness gracious, man, things change fast. I have Mahomes in a 10-man league. Brady is available. Should I pick him up? Absolutely. Sonny, go pick up Brady. What are you talking about? Get off the show. Go pick up Brady and come back, then take your lap for asking that question, Sonny. You need to get Brady because you have trade value in Brady. Brady's being argued in this chat right here as top 3 to 5. People are blasting me because I don't have him to 3. Oh my goodness. Sonny. I wonder what Skip has to say about AB now that he's with Tommy. Eckler, yes. Marlon Mack. Eckler, he played everyone. Duke for Melvin. I do trade Duke, I think, for Melvin Gordon right now. And you could call it a risky move. I don't care. That's what I do. That's how I roll. And I think getting Melvin Gordon right now is a smart freaking idea. The smartest idea I think you can come up with heading into week 1. Am I concerned about Odell? I've been asked that about 100 times, Connor. I'm not too worried yet. We'll kind of check out tomorrow morning when I do my show right here live on YouTube every Sunday, 1 hour before kickoff, heading into about 5 or 10 minutes before kickoff. You can join me. Tom Brady scoring fantasy points this season. Yeah, top 5, bro. PL, you're right. Sony stock probably goes up, right? I don't know about that. I think it's still the same. The NFL is crazy. Antonio Brown played everyone. Chess, not checkers. Gerard. Will Josh Gordon return affect Edelman's value? Well, I think Antonio Brown, Corey, affects Edelman's value more than anything. I think Edelman tanks. Edelman tanks a lot. I owned AB. If I owned AB in any leagues, I'd be selling high. I agree. I think now is the time to sell high. I traded Brady and AB for Keenan Allen and Scantling. I already had Mahomes. I think you could have got a lot more than that Steve-O, but that's, you still improved your lineup, I guess, if you weren't using either. But Brady and AB for just Keenan. Scantling, I don't know that it's going to amount to much, but I think you could have got a lot more. Somebody made out better than you did in that trade, but you still upped your... I don't know that you upped anything, because AB and Keenan Allen, AB could be better than Keenan Allen, bro. I mean, we got to digest this. It's hard to just, spit out what I think these guys are going to produce, but I might rather have Allen to avoid headaches, potentially. That would be the only reason, but AB has probably a higher ceiling than Keenan Allen, and you gave up Brady too. I don't know. You should have brought that to the community first. We probably would have shot it down for you. I don't know who Hawkinson is. Hawkinson's a tight end rookie. He's going to be pretty good. Since AB is on the Pats now, Gordon return will affect Edelman's value. Edelman's going to tank a little bit. The AB situation was set up. Watch the video of him getting released. Antonio Brown played everyone. Let's try and find that video on Twitter and play it. Let's find it. Let's find it. And I'll play it for you guys. Ready?
Yo, what's up, Coach?
This is the first video.
What the hell's going on, man?
This was last night.
There's a villain all over the news, man.
Is Antonio all right?
He didn't behave like this before he started getting this money.
There's something wrong with AB.
Antonio Brown has been an absolute embarrassment.
And I don't feel like you're the most misunderstood fucking human being in my entire life that I've ever met. I mean, I brought you here because you're my favorite guy. I've never seen a guy work hard. And I don't know where you are in your life right now, office to. All I know is you got a lot of things going. There's a lot of people that have an opinion about you. And whether it be good or bad, you're in the spotlight all the time.
This was last night before he got cut.
Let me ask you this, do you want to be a Raider or not?
I've been trying to be a Raider since day one. I've been fucking working my ass off harder than anyone. I don't know why it's a question of me being a Raider. Do you guys want me to be a Raider?
He posted this and then he got cut
Please
last
stop
night.
this shit and just play football. How hard is it, man? You're a great football player. Just play football.
Yeah, but I'm more than a football player, man. I'm a real person. It ain't about the football. I know how to do that. I'll show you guys down the daily.
It ain't about a football.
This is my life. Ain't no more games.
So that was the video he posted last night that triggered his release, I believe. Let's see the video of him celebrating. Antonio Brown video released. Let's try and find this.
So let me see it.
Look up Adam Schefter.
The Raiders free!
This is when he got cut.
Let's go! The freedom bell ring got me flying like a free. Fly like an eagle. Let's go! Free! Let's go! Oh, I'm free. Oh. Oh. Grandma, they freed me! They freed me, Grandma!
I told you it gonna work out.
Ah, God is the greatest. Hey, Lance, let me see it.
Let's watch it
Look
again.
at Adam Schefter.
The Raiders free!
He just got cut. This is a reaction. This is unbelievable. Chess, not checkers.
The freedom bell ring got me flying like a free. Fly like an eagle. Let's go! Free! Let's go!
Wow.
Oh, I'm free. Oh. Oh.
Is he out of
Grandma,
the
they freed me! They freed me, Grandma!
I told you it gonna work out.
Ah, God.
Wow. Unbelievable. 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 What do you guys think of that? That's his reaction after he got cut. Chess, not checkers. Chess, not checkers. That is the moral of the story here. And the Raiders got played. We got played. Anybody that owned Antonio Brown and traded him away on the quick knee-jerk reaction moment, his grandma didn't even draft him. Yeah, what's funny is, like, you could tell this is like a whole plot and a reason to get out of Oakland when he tells his grandma and his grandma knows what's going on, and she's like, I told you to work out. I told you, Antonio, you be free. Like, what the hell? Your grandma's in on it. Yeah, I think he played us. I think he played everybody. He played everybody. His grandma played us. Antonio Brown's grandma just whooped our ass in chess. We all need to take a lap together as a fantasy football community because Antonio Brown's grandma, just played us like a fiddle. Antonio Brown, what to do with this guy? Is he top 5? Okay, so let's take a poll. Let's take a little poll. If you guys, I want you to throw a number out where you rank Antonio Brown, go. And we're going to average this number up, and we're going to do a community vote here. And say the community vote. So community vote. AB will be wide receiver number what? Throw a number out. What wide receiver will he be in 2019? Throw a number out. Go. 2, 8, 2. Come on, 2? Really? I'm going to add it up. Okay, so we're going to go 6 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4 plus 1 plus 11. I can't even add this now. You guys are throwing out so many numbers. I'd say the average. What do you guys think the average is based on looking at that? I'd say 6 or 5. I'm going to say 6. The average is 6. Okay, now clear that. Clear that. Tom Brady. Where do you rank Tom Brady? And so that I know you're not still voting on Antonio Brown, put QB number. So QB 4, QB 5, QB 6, QB 7. Include QB so I know you're not talking about Antonio Brown. Because you guys are still voting on Antonio Brown. So what number will Tom Brady be? QB what? Right? QB 5, QB whatever. Tom Brady. Community vote. Tom Brady will be QB number what? Tom Brady. QB 5. Make sure you put QB in it. Go QB 5. 2, 5. So 8, 1, 1, 1. God, you guys have QB 1, 6, 5, 4, 7, 3, 4, 8, 5, 5, 5, 6, 1, 3, 5. Dude, he's like 4.5. You guys have, as a community, Tom Brady ranked at QB 4.5-ish and AB number 6. That's such a turn of events. Are you kidding me? Crazy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's give a bell ring. For just fantasy football being entertaining at the very least. QB1, QB3, QB12, QB5, QB1, QB1, QB4, QB2, QB12, QB3, QB3. Some of you are like 12 and 15. I do wonder the people saying 10 and 12 are just mad that they passed on them. But, oh man. No way Brady is top 5. I don't know about that, PL. Average is 3.5. I have them at 4.5. But where do you have both? I have AB at... Let me look at my rankings and see where I'm going to put this guy. I got to adjust my rankings right now for heading into week 1 and then also just in general. Mahomes, Rodgers, Mayfield, Watson. And Watson, to me, could be 2 or 4. I really have Watson high. So instead of Breeze at 5, I've got... You know what's funny? Let me show you what I already had. I pretty much got ripped apart for this. These are my QB rankings. Let me show you. These are my QB rankings before any of this unfolded. I had Brady number 7, and I haven't moved him up yet. This is where I had Brady. And he was in everyone's like 10, 11, 12. I've been super high on Brady considering all the doubt. So I had Wilson, I had Breeze. My top 4 are locked in. I'm not moving Brady into there. But I think I moved Brady to 5. But I had him at 7. So if you use sleeperu.com... Let me lower this so you can see it. If you use sleeperu.com, you got Brady a lot higher than everybody else because of where I have had him ranked. Number 7. Now he's 5. You guys are overrating AB and underrating Eric Gordon. We could be. So now I have Brady at number 5. I move him above Wilson and Breeze, but that's not that crazy. He's only climbing 2 spots on my rankings. LOL, Watson, Mayfield, and Aaron over Tom Brady. GTFO. Really, Daniel? Really? You're going to come in here, Daniel, after this news just got announced, when I have Brady ranked number 7, which is higher than any site you will find out there, Daniel. No one had Brady at number 7 before today. People have been calling him washed up. He can't throw the ball anymore. I have him ranked 7, higher than any fantasy site you will find Daniel, and you come in here and you act like me having Watson, Mayfield, and Aaron Rodgers ahead of Tom Brady is crazy, like you've been sitting here on this the entire time? Really? That's some balls, my friend. That's some balls there, Daniel. I appreciate you. You are a part of this community, and I don't mean to go at you, but it is a little odd that I have him ranked higher than anybody, and your comment is as if this has just been locked into place all offseason. Like, where the hell am I getting off ranking Brady at number 5? I'm some idiot. I will say, Daniel, I don't blame you if you have Brady ranked number 1. I don't blame you, Daniel. So if you like Brady at number 1, Daniel, I support you. But don't think for a second that these 4 above him, if you move Tom Brady into 7, let me do this properly so people don't think this is where I rank him now. After today, let me move Brady up to 5. And let me take a screenshot of this bad boy. And drag this on the screen so Daniel can yell at me some more. Okay, so here's my new ranking, Daniel. I wouldn't be opposed to you ranking him it's a toss-up between Breeze and Tom. Daniel, how do you say it's a toss-up between Breeze and Tom? I think the 5 spot's very safe and very, very, very respectable. But I think that, Daniel, if you have him here, I wouldn't call you crazy. I'd just say that's a bold ranking. I like it. But I don't think you can say that it's crazy to have Tom Brady number 5 when I had him at 7 and no one else even had him in their top 10. Tom will 100% smash everyone who refuses to accept his skill level again. I agree, Jonathan. I don't think anybody's refusing anything anymore. I think everybody's on board, Jonathan. I think everybody's on board at this point. They weren't. Call me when you're ready for the GOAT. Tom number 5, ha. What's funny about that, Jonathan? Jonathan says, Tom number 5, ha. That's high, bro. He wasn't anybody's top 10 just about an hour ago. And anybody dropping a laugh that I have him at 5 and not at 3. It's hilarious. Breeze could or should easily be above Aaron. I don't agree with that. But I'm okay with you doing that. That's an opinion, bro. Rodgers is going to win the MVP this year. I love Rodgers. People judging him over week 1. You'd be kidding me. Watson's going to be a beast this year. I think you're safe to rank Brady at 4 or 5. If you want to take like Baker out and put Baker at 5 and put Brady like up there in the top 4, I get that. We think Gronk could maybe make a push to come back. I don't know, man. What's a good trade target for Brady? Good luck getting him cheap now. I don't know. I don't think anybody's just going to give him up for a wide receiver 3 or anything. Harry, Thomas, Brown, Gordon, Edelman. I don't know. All right, guys. I know as soon as I log off here, first of all, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're ready for my live here on YouTube every Sunday, 1 hour before game time. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button on your way out the door if you could. Please hit the like button. It helps the show, helps the channel. Even if you're just entertained a little bit, hit that thumbs up button for me. It will definitely go a long way for making this show, get the recognition it deserves. And every Sunday, you will find me here on YouTube. Every single Sunday, 1 hour before kickoff, I'm helping you, answering your questions. Start bench advice. We'll be talking a lot of good stuff. Thank you, Devin. Thank you to all of you who support this channel. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you.